Hey, this is Michelle Ferris at Counseling Recovery, and I want to talk a little bit about what is codependency recovery, because a lot of people get confused because it's such a big beast. There's so much to it, but I'm going to break it down for you. But first, what is codependency? Now, you probably have heard a million different definitions, and I have too, but mine is where it's a relationship pattern where somebody overly focuses on either helping, rescuing, or controlling somebody else. These people tend to want to control people, places, and things in order to stay safe. So when we're codependent, it tends to go into all areas of our life. Our work, our relationships, our parenting, our ability to take care of ourselves. It just impacts everything, which is why it can be so painful. But recovery, there's three parts to it. So the first is getting the focus off of other people back onto ourselves. Okay, that's huge because when you're codependent, you're really focused on helping other people, which is a super lovely trait, and we don't want to extinguish it completely, but we do want to do it in moderation. So that's really the first step. Now the second part is doing the relationship work. And this means starting to set boundaries, looking at the health of your relationships, and maybe considering maybe letting go of one, or practicing some of these tools like setting boundaries and speaking up for what you really think, and see if the relationship can withstand that. Because sometimes when we start practicing healthy behavior, it becomes even more clear that the relationship won't work, or it surprises us and we realize that it can because the other person really wants us to grow and take care of ourselves. Now the third part is doing the family of origin work. And this is probably the hardest because it's about going back into your childhood and looking at how you got here. Often we're looking at trauma, addiction, abuse sometimes, and just growing up in dysfunctional homes and how painful that is, and the role we have as a child, whether it's people pleaser, caretaker, ends up becoming a part of our personality as adults, and that ends up doing some harm. So those three areas, getting the focus off somebody else, working on your relationships, and doing the family of origin work, that's a lot. And a lot of times they are all happening simultaneously because so many things are happening, but that's the process. It doesn't mean you have to do it all at once. What I always suggest is start with whatever is the most painful issue for you, whether it's a relationship, whether you're wiped out, whether you're super anxious. Start with what is the most upsetting, because that is where you're going to get the relief. And honestly, that's where you're motivated the most, is where the pain is. Recovery is a road. It's a journey. It's not something that's a quick fix. It's not something I can guarantee, okay, look at your clock, you're going to be done in 6 months. It's an ongoing process because that's how we learn. You know, it's not about doing it perfectly. It's about the effort to try to look at ourselves, look at our relationships, and do a little bit better. So I hope that helps you. Codependency recovery is one of the best things I've ever done for myself and my clients. It has taught me so much about myself, my relationship patterns, and really has given me the life I want. So I can't recommend it enough. Even if you want to just put your big toe in and maybe try an Al-Anon meeting, or read a book, or take an online course. I have one myself on codependency on my website. There's lots of online resources right now on codependency that you can start with and just see if it's something you wanna do. So I hope that helps. All right, be sure to sign up for my resource library as well if you're not already in my email list. I have lots of cheat sheets and videos on codependency, and I think that'll really help too. So take care. Bye.